Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you guys probably saw by the title, I am going back to Disney. I am so unbelievably excited to go back, and I thought I would give you guys 5 tips to save you both time and money when you go on your Disney vacation. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so my very first tip to save you time and money at Disney is going to be to bring in your own snacks and drinks. So something that a lot of people don't know is that Disney does let you bring in outdoor food and beverages, but I do have a disclaimer is they do not want you bringing in anything in a glass container just for safety reasons. Disney is all about safety, so they don't want that breaking or anything like that. But I do recommend bringing in snacks and drinks because it will both save you time and money. I will bring in usually some non-perishable snacks and then a reusable water bottle into the parks because I can go and refill it at a water fountain or at a quick service location. And that saves you a lot of money because just to get a bottle of Dasani is about $3.25 now. So that can add up really quickly, especially if you have a large party or anything like that that's going to be at the parks. But that is definitely a trip that I utilize every single time that I go, and it has saved me so much money and a lot of time in the long run because I don't have to wait in line at quick service locations to buy a snack, and I don't have to wait at kiosks to buy a drink. I can just bring in what I have, and then I can get on the rides and go see the characters that I want to see without having to spend that extra time and money. Okay, so my second tip is going to be to plan your dining accordingly. And what I mean by that is that at Disney and a lot of other restaurants, what they do is they have their lunch prices are actually cheaper than their dinner prices. So what I recommend doing is when you want to make that dining reservation at that specific restaurant like Be Our Guest or the Coral Reef restaurant at Epcot or anything like that, I recommend making it for lunch or for breakfast if at all possible, because that way you'll save yourself a lot of money, and then you'll also save yourself a lot of time because most people will be going to those dinner reservations. And because those people go to those dinner reservations, the lines for some of your favorite rides go down a little bit, or in some cases the lines disappear completely. So that is definitely something that I always try to utilize, because not only does that save you a ton of money, but it's also going to save your family a lot of time not having to wait in long lines for rides or having to wait in long lines for characters. And you can also get primary seating for the fireworks shows like Illuminations at Epcot, which is sadly going away this year. I'm really sad. It's my favorite fireworks show. And also Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom, which I am so excited to see for the first time this year. Alrighty, so my third tip is going to be to utilize FastPass services. So Disney gives you FastPass for free, and not a lot of companies do that. A lot of companies will charge for it. So that's something that's really, really nice that Disney does. And so what I always say is make sure you know exactly how FastPass works, that if you're staying at a Disney resort, you can make it up to 60 days in advance, and if you're staying off of Disney property, you can make it 30 days in advance. So make sure you know, okay, so I have 30 days before my trip, I'm staying at the Hampton Inn down the road, that's not on Disney property, I can start making my fast passes. Or I have 60 days before my trip and I'm staying at the Polynesian Resort by Magic Kingdom, I can start making my fast passes now. So then you know that's how you're going to get those fast passes that you want, and you're also going to be able to pick the times that you want to make the most out of your trip. So you don't want to necessarily make a fast pass 5 minutes before your favorite nighttime show is going to start. So that way you can make the most out of your trip and get the most out of your park tickets when you go. Okay, so my fourth tip is going to be to plan your visit itself accordingly. So Disney has peak times and non-peak times all throughout the year, and so when you book your trip, try your best to book it during a non-peak time, because that will save you a ton of money. And because during peak times they raise their ticket prices, you know, especially during those like summer months. Disney's super packed. It's insane. I know when I worked there it was nuts. It was crazy how busy it got. And they raise their park tickets because they know people are still going to come, and at the end of the day Disney is a business and they need to be able to make money. But you also want to make sure that when you go during the non-peak times, you're still going to have a good time. It's still the same level of magic year-round, so that will save you a ton of time and money, and it's not going to sacrifice any of the magic that you guys expect from your Disney vacation. So my fifth and final tip is gonna be to know what's free at Disney. And I know there's not a whole lot of stuff that's free, but there are a couple of things I definitely tell people to utilize when they go on their Disney vacation. The first one I've already mentioned, which is the Fast Pass. I said that was free. And then another one that I always utilize when I go is water, free ice water when you go to all quick service locations. I remember when I was working at Pecos Bills over in the Magic Kingdom, people constantly came up to me and asked me for cups of ice water, and I was more than happy to give it to them because that is something that you can do. You can go up to any quick service location, just go up to the counter and politely ask the cast member if you could have a couple cups of ice water, and they will go ahead and give it to you. Completely free. Some places even have little fountains with little cups and whatnot that you can go get water there. And yeah, that is something that I definitely always tell people to utilize. And the other thing, and it's a little tip and trick for people who have kids that are 3 and under, is you don't need to buy them a park ticket, and they can also eat for free because they're deemed to be little enough that they don't need a park ticket because they can't ride all of the rides and things like that, and then they can just eat off of their parents' plates at the buffets and table service restaurants. So that is another really, really useful tip for people to save both time and money on their Disney vacation. Alrighty guys, that's going to be it for today's video. As you guys can probably tell, I am super, super excited to go back to Disney. It's like a second home for me. I've learned so much from both working at the parks and being a guest at the parks during all different times of the year. And I am planning on making this into a little series on my channel. I'm going to try to upload at least one video per week until my Disney vacation to give you guys more tips and tricks and hacks and favorites and fun things like that, all things Disney. I absolutely love Disney. I could talk about it all day. And yeah, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it and hit that subscribe button down below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!